This is a 3-blade ceiling fan with LED light that includes 3 different color temperatures for your ceiling to install in a bedroom, to install in a living room, or wherever you need it. The chandelier includes an LED light with 3 temperatures, including warm, cool, and neutral. Each blade is 52 inches in length and allows you to spin clockwise or counterclockwise depending on the season that you're in. It's got 6 speeds, can be operated via remote control with timer settings, and has reverse function as well. The fan itself is pretty quiet at 30 decimal points per fan, and the color temperature ranges from 6,000 Kelvin all the way down to 3,000 Kelvin, which meets your warm Kelvin light. It's got dual downrod mounting, so you can match a 5 or 10 inch downrod fixture for your vaulted ceilings. Let's go and unbox it here, show you what you're getting yourself into, and demonstrate all the different great settings of this device. Unboxing here is really nice and compact. Everything comes and is protected here in 2 layers. Here's everything that it comes with. You've got your 3 52-inch fans, as well as your 10-inch downrod if this is what you want to do on a ceiling or a vaulted or slanted ceiling. I'm going to be doing the 5-inch because I'm going to be placing this in a bedroom, so using the 5-inch mount is not a bad deal. There is some assembly required. First step is to assemble the downrod here. You're going to be taking the center pin out with the bolt, and you're going to be affixing it to the motor mount, chandelier mount. Next step is to make sure this jam screw, which will be used in the mounting, is flush here. It's not all the way screwed out, but it's just flush. Next step here is to assemble the downrod with the canopy. Make sure that your canopy here is facing the correct direction. Next step is to fit the electronics through the motor housing and then through your canopy and downrod. The best way to do it here, as you can see, the downrod is bifurcated by a pull-in side. Have the blue cords come on one side and then the red on the other. That way you can have it evenly distribute, fitting it through the yoke. Next step, you're gonna be fitting the downrod here through your canopy cover, your yoke cover, all the way to the motor housing. And then you're gonna be aligning the bolts with the grooves here. You've got a corresponding hole here, and it's gonna fit down, and you're gonna put the bolt through. It does take some maneuvering, but you'll be able to get the pin on the other side, as you can see. Then you get the pin cover, the cotter pin, and you push it through to secure it in. The next steps are gonna require you to mount them at the site. All right, the first step here is to mount the mounting bracket. So you're gonna wanna feed it here through with the cords. You're gonna wanna find the spot here where you mount it to your light junction box, and then you're gonna use the screws here from the box and fasten it here to the wall. You do have the option to reinforce it if you'd like. All right, now that the mount is set up here, this is where you're gonna be wiring here, and then also setting up your downrod. This is where you're gonna be placing the hanger ball after you've installed the wiring and set up. The next step recommends that you actually put the fan blades on first and then you mount the hanger ball, but I'm going to put the hanger ball first and then afterward mount the fan blades. You're gonna wanna guide it here into the hanger ball mount, and then it fits in the grooves there, just like that. There are these guide screws here now that you can screw in tight, which will hold the hanger ball there in place. Let the canopy here dangle because you're still gonna need to put the electronics up here. Let's go ahead now and put the fan on and the LED light. Now that you got the blades screwed in here and you've got it set back in the canopy with the hanger ball, you can now go ahead and mount the LED. There's little screws here to take off and mount it. Make sure that you connect it before you feed it through. You're gonna fit the electronics here through the hole. You're gonna clip them together. It's got clearance here. Lastly, you can put the hood on here. It goes on tight, just like that. Last step is to fit the receiver. You're gonna go ahead and slide it through. This is gonna be your receiver that's gonna receive the information from the remote. You're gonna feed that through, and then you're going to connect the associated colors together. Make sure that your radio wire is out so it can take a signal. And I think you're ready to stuff it all back in the cradle. You can fasten here the cradle by tightening this screw over with the adjoining screw as well. There it is in its completion. There we go. There's your first setting here. You have up to 6 if you want. Here's the fastest setting here, turning it all the way up to 6. It blows really nice air. You can change all the different settings here. And then if you wanted to set it up for the winter, you can go ahead and change the direction by changing it into the reverse And then you can adjust those settings as needed as well.